Welcome to the Early Learning Coalition of Flagler and Volusia. We are glad you found us. We are going to spend a few minutes to introduce you to who we are, who we serve, what opportunities are available for you to serve in, and then next steps. Thanks for joining today. The Early Learning Coalition of Flagler and Volusia, also known as ELCFV or the ELC, is one of 30 coalitions across the state of Florida, serving families and children with our mission to be a part of creating a better future, one child at a time. We are a hub for all things early learning and development. We are a nonprofit funded by the state of Florida under the Department of Education and specifically accountable to the Division of Early Learning. Our funding is used to help families pay for childcare so that they can go to work or school to successfully care for their family and contribute back to our community. We do this with school readiness funding so that our main goal is ensuring children are ready for kindergarten by giving families an opportunity to bring them to high quality childcare. Florida's voluntary pre-K or VPK program is also led by ELC. Child care providers that offer VPK have a contract with us, also along with those providers that accept the school readiness funding vouchers. Our goal is to support the whole child, and this is done with developmental screenings through questionnaires and our Help Me Grow and developmental health team. We offer resources to both families and educators to provide supports to any child that may have a need. Supports to our contracted child care providers is given through our team that completes assessments in the classroom and provides coaching and professional development to grow their skills as educators. We also offer opportunities for our child care providers to participate in activities that give extra enrichment to children and families in their care. You may have seen our community engagement team out and about at events, either hosted by us or by other community partners, such as Port Orange Family Days or our annual Duck Fest or Storybook Villages. Another piece of what we do is advocate with state and local government officials, as well as businesses and community partners to inform them about the work we do and the importance and impact of high quality early learning. As we say all the time, everyone that interacts with little ones, we are all brain builders, making a huge impact on that child's growth and development. A cool brain science fact: a child's brain is 90% formed by their 5th birthday, with 80% of that happening from birth to age 3. And you get to be part of that brain building. I mentioned the term child care provider a couple of times now. It is optional for child care providers to have a contract with us. However, it is very beneficial for them to do so financially, as well as being able to take advantage of all the other benefits that were mentioned, such as coaching and receiving books, materials, and visits from our community volunteers, perhaps such as you. This is a brief explanation of what a child care provider looks like if you choose to do any of those initiatives that have community volunteer visits. There are family home child care, private child care, franchise or corporate child care, and church affiliated child care providers. Now for the opportunities in which you can serve. Administrative supports are opportunities for you to spend time at our Daytona office located at 125 Executive Circle in Daytona Beach. We have a dedicated space for you, our superstar volunteer, to complete tasks that directly impact the work that we do. Some examples are putting stickers on books with a QR code that leads families or teachers to resources. We also have resource bags that go out to families or volunteers that are connecting to classrooms, as well as preparing training materials, activities for community events. Through our literacy initiatives, you would become a classroom reader and get connected to a school listed on our volunteer calendar and read a book that we provide for you or wear the Josh the Otter mascot costume. These events happen at different times throughout the year and typically are only a commitment of a couple of hours for that one specific day. Josh also makes appearances at community events, such as the Library Water Safety Day. We also have Quacky, who makes an appearance at our annual Duck Fest. We need helping hands at those community events to work alongside an ELC staff member, replenishing art supplies at the craft table or interacting with kiddos at a sensory station so that our staff can interact and share resources with families. Another project for volunteers is to host a book drive. We have online book vendors we work with, or you can do an in person book drive and collect new and gently loved books by soliciting your church, family members and neighbors, your place of business, or community organizations you belong to. Or you can do a combination of both. Your donated books then get distributed through us to our community partners to support their little libraries or libraries, such as can be found at our local health department. The last two volunteer opportunities require a little more commitment on the part of the volunteer, both with time and requirements. Babies, Rock, and Reading Buddies require additional paperwork to meet the Department of Children and Families regulations, as well as doing in-person fingerprints in Daytona, and you are able to pass a level 2 background screen. This volunteer would be connected into a childcare that has an infant classroom or a VPK classroom, where you would become part of the school family, making regular weekly visits for 1 to 2 hours per visit, up to 10 hours per month. You would get to know the educator in the classroom and all of the children. For the babies, you'll sit on the floor to interact with songs, conversations, playing, reading, and chewing on books with them. For VPK, you will be assigned 1 to 3 children that need a little extra time spent on building their emergent literacy skills through reading books and playing literacy-focused games and materials. We know that life happens and there may need to be time for you to take off or change up your schedule. However, the expectation is that you are willing to make a long-standing commitment to the classroom and educator. We hope that you find one or more of these opportunities to be fulfilling to you. If after some consideration you realize you may not have capacity to support with your time, another small way to help us is to follow along all of our community events and happenings on our social media and our website and share. As you can see, we can be found on all of the social media platforms. A unique program to ELCFV and a big part of our literacy supports is overseeing the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Also known as DPIL, this program happens only with the support of consistent grants and donors from our community. ELC is a facilitator that works with the Dollywood Foundation by handling the admin processes and the flow of the funding. However, we need the community's financial support to make this sustainable for all children in Flagler and Volusia. All zip codes are funded with the exception for the city of Deltona. Many people do not realize that this is a partnership program and Dolly Parton does not provide the funding for the books. That is the responsibility for the lead organization to secure in order to pay the monthly invoices for the books that the children in our community receive. As a nonprofit program, this is a tax-deductible donation, and it is so helpful for you to share about DPIL with others that can help make a financial impact to the program, or share with a family so they can receive the amazing gift of books. Thanks for hanging in here with us this far. So, what's next? If you are interested in a regular weekly occurring volunteer opportunity such as Babies Rock and Reading Buddies, there is an in-person training requirement as well as complete and pass a background screen. ELCFV does cover the cost of that screening. During this time, you will complete some paperwork required by the Department of Children and Families, receive a volunteer engagement kit that contains some books and learning materials with activity guides so that you feel empowered when you go into the classroom to interact with the kiddos. Once that training is complete, we schedule a meet and greet with your assigned school, and then you'll be ready to start your volunteering. We want to ensure that the program is successful for everyone, so that we ask that you complete a couple of surveys throughout the year to help guide us on meeting expectations with the best possible outcome for all. We also need your volunteer hours logged, which also supports us on guiding the process of the program and may help us when applying for additional grants to provide supports for all of our programs. Classroom volunteering is not for you, we have the more flexible options to help. For the occasional volunteer opportunities, you will receive an email whenever there is an opportunity that will provide a date, time frame, details of the tasks. You can choose to respond or wait for the next opportunity. Just reach out and let us know if you ever would prefer to be removed from the email distribution list, and we are happy to oblige. Note, please check your junk spam folders and mark any domain from our at ELCFV.org as safe sender, as occasionally our emails do not always make it to your inbox, even after corresponding with us before. We don't want you to miss out on any of those opportunities. You can volunteer as little as once a year or every week if those opportunities are available. It's completely up to you. If you are with us to receive a specified amount of volunteer hours within a specific time frame, please note that we will do our best to accommodate you. However, we cannot always guarantee we will always meet your needs in a timely manner, so just keep that in mind as we send volunteer opportunities to you. They are allocated to those that respond first to the request of the emails. Check the boxes for all opportunities you would like to participate in, and you are welcome to choose more than one. A member of our team will connect with you for next steps for Babies Rock or Reading Buddies. All other opportunities, you will be added to the list to receive emails as opportunities arise, and a volunteer calendar will be made available for you to choose tasks from as well. If you've decided that volunteering with ELCFV at this time is not a right fit for you, please just check that box so we can respect your choice and remove you from any further communications. Should you have more questions, please input those into the box on the form, or you can ask us through the email provided on the screen, literacy@elcfv.org. We thank you for your time and learning more about us, and we are always here to provide supports in any way. From our side of the computer to yours, we wish you well. Thank you.